Yeah, these mass shootings are just getting old to me. They're getting boring, because once again, America doesn't have a clue why all these mass shootings are happening. Um, just heard about a latest mass shooting at a high school in California. And it says a teen gunman who killed two people in shooting rampage at California high school dies in hospital. Um, Also, I heard about well, about that shooting. Said that there was no motive. Authorities said there was no motive or nothing in the shooting. Yeah, tell you why. Um, the kids probably were picking on him, and and he couldn't get a girlfriend. He wanted love from a girl, and all the girls looked at him as a creep, a weirdo, an outcast. And he was alone, had no one to talk to, and he just lost it, grab a gun, morph into the Incredible Hulk, and start shooting and killing people. There you go, right there. Um. Also, it's getting close to Thanksgiving. Families are traveling to different parts of America to be with other family members, family and friends to enjoy Thanksgiving. People are going through airports all over America, going through all the bullshit from TSA. TSA agents are just jacking off and going crazy and searching people left and right. Stewardess on flights treating some passengers like crap by not giving them any water to drink if they're really thirsty, and they act like cunts. And then I guess if the person is fed up with their crap and they get angry and lose it, airport security jumps out of nowhere and tackle that person down and beat that person down, and the plane is grounded and they're taken to jail. Yeah, a lot of activity is going on here in the U.S. Matrix prison that is the United States of America. In this video, I want to talk about some things that I hate. Um, have a list, six on this list. Excuse me, six on this list. And the first one is my father. Um, my dad is a bitter, angry, douchebag, asshole prick who was just full of negativity. He told me that when he was in the military, he had no friends. Nobody didn't want to talk to him, and he was a loner. And for all these years, when I was growing up, he just said a lot of negative things. Well, some of the things he said was a negative. He was telling me that I need to sit down and learn something in school, which I didn't do. And he just, I remember he was telling me when I was a kid, saying this to me. When I was in junior high, he kept saying this to me. Your name is Richard Miles, and you are somebody. Your name is Richard Miles, and you are somebody. And he made me say this over and over and over and over and over again. And he gave me a hug. And I used to get in trouble a lot, and he always complained on me about getting in trouble. But also, if I didn't do all this stuff and sit down and make something myself, he wouldn't care. if I see something that I like for instance, okay, a Japanese girl has a crush on me in college, and I tell him about it, and he'll say something really negative to me about it. He'll say this: "Oh, girls, those Japanese girls and women, they don't like black men. They don't like black men, and they hate black men. And you weren't exposed to a lot more than they have, and you don't have a lot of money. You're not rich, and you don't fit the bill." And he was saying all this negative stuff, telling me about, oh, it's so bad overseas, and here in America, even though we're held down, this is one of the best countries in the world. And the man took me to see a shrink after my sister, a crazy fat ass bitch, loaded up on too many medications, acting all crazy, talking down to me. If I spoke to her, she'll ignore me over something important. If I give my thoughts on something, if I harm her in anger after she drive me to lose it, that right there drove me to see all those shrinks at a hospital. A fat ass old man who smelled like something died, a crazy ass fat ass old man who's extremely crazy and act like a total nutcase. And my dad hounds me on the name of these shrinks. And I said, I don't care about seeing all these shrinks. I don't know why I'm seeing all these shrinks anyway. And he says this to me: "Because you brought this on yourself." The man held me down, never taught me anything. This did everything for me ever since I graduated from high school, ever since I walked across that stage and got that piece of paper from some old ass man who didn't care anything about me not learning anything, just want to push me out and get rid of me because I haven't learned a thing. My dad never taught me about financial things like paying property taxes, vehicle registration, voting, and my sister haven't taught me a thing about Facebook. I started a Facebook page. She didn't explain to me how Facebook work and what can I do on Facebook. Nothing. All she ever did, just clicked on the video and showed me how to upload a video on Facebook, and that's it. So yeah. And her and my dad are afraid that I'm going to say something bad on Facebook. I mean, talking to a girl on Facebook who I went to school with, who is a married woman, who has 3 children who are teenagers, and her and her children are members of the Cherokee Nation, meaning that they're Indians. So technically, I had no idea I went to school with a Native American because I thought she was white. But she wasn't white, she was Native American. So I was talking to her on Facebook and apologizing for all the bad things I did to her and all. And she forgave me, and she would tell me about her family, and I was telling her about myself, I was telling her about all the countries that I traveled to in Europe, 5 of them in Europe and 2 countries here in North America. And my dad and my sister were spying on me, seeing if I'm going to say anything bad or not. I blew up some videos, and my sister gave me a like on a video that I uploaded on my Facebook page. And she just watching me like a hawk. And I asked her, did you like my video on Facebook? Then she lied and said, I've never been on Facebook. So basically she's lying and keeping a secret on watching me like a hawk. And, I come to find out it was her. I mean, saw her name, same name as she has. So those two, so father and sister, my dad and my sister were watching me like a hawk on Facebook. For some reason, my dad saw a video that I posted on Facebook for my friend for my friend who I went to school with, a woman, to see. And he came over. Okay, this was weird. He came over and said, Richard, open the door. I want to talk to you about something. Open the door. I want to talk to you about something. And I noticed that he wouldn't talk to me until I let him in my room. I was in my room, in my house, this house. So I opened the door. I let him in. I closed the door. And he said, Richard, you got to be careful what you say on Facebook. You can't be saying stuff on Facebook. You can't say that you hate Obama and you, in that video you posted to that girl, it wasn't right. And so when he left, I went on Facebook and chewed him out. I said everything out of the book. I put him on blast. I put him in his place and I pissed him off. Then I went and did the same thing to my sister. I heard my sister, who's in a room next to my room at this house, reading everything that I typed down to my dad. And I didn't really care. And then after that, both my dad and my sister never talked to me, and I didn't give a shit. Because both of them were freaking bullies. They bullied me, they kept me down, and they treat me like crap. So I really didn't care anyway. So yeah, maybe I should add my sister to the list. I mean, my sister sucks, and the first person on the list, my dad, he sucks as well. Okay, next person, Igor the Russian. This guy is a goofball from Russia. I mean, he came to the United States as a kid, and he was picked on, treated like crap in Boston or somewhere, and then he moved to Southern California. He was treated like crap. I mean, people were antisocial, didn't want to talk to him, and and I looked at the videos, and he made a video that warned people from other countries not to come to America. And I commented on that video. He never commented it. This guy was known for not commenting on people who subbed to him on his YouTube channel. He would never reply. I mean, he replied to me 2 times, and that's about it. I'm hoping to get another reply from him, but he never replied. And I talked to my friend Prince Oren about him, and Prince Oren told me that he probably has trust issues. And well, this guy Igor never replied. I mean, I kept dropping comments. Then 2 people accused me of having a passive social relationship with him, and then I'm obsessed with him, and he's not obligated to respond to me, and all this crap. You can watch that in that video up on his channel titled "Seeing a Shrink Won't Help You." Yeah, Igor the Russian is a piece of shit. He makes fun of his subscribers. He's very suspicious of others, and he thinks everybody but him is a moron. I mean, the people who he views as morons are Americans who sub to him and leave comments on his videos. His original YouTube channel was taken down due to copyright claims of someone was stealing his videos, and his video was his channel was terminated, destroyed, and just taken out of YouTube. So he went and created another account. I watched some of his videos, and some of his videos just made me want to fucking throw up. Motherfucker smiling and shit. Yeah, he's happy because he's in Russia now. He's living in Russia. Can't respond to this guy. Like, this guy won't leave comments or anything. Like, and he's alone, and he's talking about, oh, I'm getting old, I'm alone, and like I said in that video, fuck Igor the Russian. That guy can just morph into a dried up, rotten piece of shit and just go behind a couch somewhere in his apartment where he lives in Russia or any place in Russia, Moscow, wherever he's from, and just lay there, rot away, and die for all I care. And also, someone left some comments on my Fuck Igor the Russian video telling me that this guy's a scammer and his real name is Siguro something, and he's a scammer. He's not a Russian, he's a Jew. And he go around scamming people, you know, and that tells me that this guy is a piece of shit, and he is a piece of shit. Fuck fuck that Russian piece of shit. You know, I wish I could speak Russian and call this guy a piece of shit in Russian. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay. The next one on the list is the USA, the United States of America. The most fucked up country on the North American continent. This country is just littered with assholes, weirdos, douchebags, shady people. People are socially disconnected, isolated, paranoid. And I only want to talk to you unless it's business related. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody in America is like that, but the majority of people in America are so messed up in the head, and in a messed up society here in America, it's just pumping out mass shooters every second, you know. Just like one that happened in California not that long ago. I think this happened yesterday. Yeah. This country is nothing more than a sinking ship, you know. I don't see it getting better. I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse because, you know, you got two politicians from both political parties that fight with one another. You got the Republicans who are a bunch of heartless, conceited, mean-spirited, lying pieces of shit assholes. You got the Democrats who are a bunch of SJW, PC, Me Too movement, radical feminism goofs who get angry and offended at every little thing that you say to them. I mean, and I felt this here on YouTube, you know, and you know, this offensive thing, being offended easily on YouTube and on society here in America today is just so weird and creepy and disturbing. So yeah, the United States of America, or the United Shit of America, as I like to call it, it's just going down the toilet. Okay, next one on the list, Canada. Oh, Canada, why are you so messed up? Yeah, Canada, that country. Ugh. Everybody in that country is so passive aggressive, strange, you know, just goofy, you know, and they are just as antisocial as people in America. You know, the politeness I view is just so fake, you know. And someone told me that they have a lack of self-awareness, you know. Tried to talk to some Canadians on YouTube. None of them didn't want to talk to me. I mean, they left videos on my Why Living in Canada Sucks videos and other videos about Canada, and none of them didn't want to say anything to me. They just complained and telling me not to come to Canada because if you go to Canada, you will feel alone and you will feel gay, and airports are crumbling, and the internet is slow, and the winters are cold and harsh, and the healthcare is a commie system. And one of them called me a spoiled Westerner because I said something positive about the healthcare up there. Yeah, universal healthcare has its disadvantages, it has its problems, but you know, it works, you know. the coverage need to be expanded to people who can't get coverage. And I heard that indigenous people lack coverage from the healthcare system in Canada, and they said that if they rely on the government in Canada, they will die and have to revert to their native ritual of healing. So that's kind of sad, you know. In the UK, with the NHS, is heard is cracking and it has problems and it's breaking and it's getting worse, and their healthcare system, the NHS, just needs some improvements, wait time improvements and coverage improvements. I feel that if countries get rid of universal health care, that would be insane. I mean, if they do that, I mean, if all countries that have universal health care are different forms or version of universal health care, it would be crazy. I mean, their health care would be like America's, and I think a lot of them in those countries don't want the same health care system that America has, and I don't blame them. Co-pays and deductibles, bills, uninsured rate. I mean, I live in Texas. Texas has the highest uninsured rate of people who lack health insurance, who are uninsured. And Texas did something crazy by turning down the Medicaid expansion that would expand Medicaid and give health care coverage to a lot of like middle low income Texans, and Texas said no to the Medicaid expansion, and that allowed a lot of people to remain uninsured, and more people to be uninsured, and a lot of conservative Texans say that it was a great decision for Texas, and saying that it's a scheme and it was a scam that will make Texas pay more in health care, and that's just complete another bullshit, and that's why I gave the state of Texas the nickname the cheap star state, because Texas is the cheap star state. And going back to Canada, our people in Canada are, they're weirdos, passive aggressive. They're mean, rude. They act like people from New York, and they suck. I mean, I'm not gonna say all Canadians are like that. I mean, there's some good Canadians in that country. I'd rather talk to them than the messed up in the head Canadians. And also, I talked to some cool Canadian people on YouTube, and they're really cool. Shadow Assassin 88, Johnny B. Bad, and who else? Guest Time. Guest Time was a little weird, but Guest Time was okay. But anyway, Canada is a country that I will never ever travel to, so I'm scratching that country off my list of places to go in the world. Okay, next on the list, LA people / Beverly Hills people. What can I say? I mean, they're Americans. I mean, people in California. I'm from California, by the way. Yeah. Ugh. Got eaten up by these people on a video that I left a comment on. It was a video about a guy from Canada, Victoria, British Columbia, who came to Beverly Hills, California to spend time there with friends. He was there with friends. He had a fancy restaurant there. A cop pulled him over and got him on some bullshit things like he's driving around without a California driver's license. He had a British Columbia provincial driver's license, and that license that guy from Canada has was good enough. And the name of the channel that the guy who was pulled over in Beverly Hills, the Canadian, his name is DDD, Daily Driven Exotics. And I talked about him in a previous video and another video up on this channel. That cop, that Beverly Hills cop in Beverly Hills, said that the license that he gave him, the British Columbia license, wasn't a valid California driver's license, and he needed to get a driver's license from California. And the guy was a visitor, and he lives in Canada. Why does he need to go to the DMV to get a California driver's license? And he's from Canada, and he's not moving to California. He's just a visitor there. Doesn't make any sense. And also, he got him for dual exhaust on his sports car. He was driving a sports car. It was a cool car, and I liked it. Said some positive things in the comments section on that video on his channel. After the guy was pulled over by the Beverly Hills police officer. I mean, the Beverly Hills police officer was bullying him, and he went to the Beverly Hills Police Department in Beverly Hills, somewhere in Beverly Hills, to file a complaint. And there was no one around, and he complained to the other people, like, where is everybody? Like, how can I file a complaint? So yeah, he filed a complaint there, and after I watched the video, I left a comment. It was a long comment bashing the cop, putting him on blast, and praising DDD and having respect for the guy. After that, I started getting like a lot of crazy comments. And at the same time, I was getting a lot of likes on that comment. And at the same time, I was getting a lot of likes. Then I was getting negative backlash. One person, some teenage girl by the name of Cho Dooley, left a comment, said that the comment, I read the comment, it turned out to be an essay, and I didn't bother reading it. Like, I could care less if you want to read it or not. I could care less. Then another one said that, why didn't you write a book? You weren't even there. First of all, you dumb son of a bitch. You stupid, ignorant motherfucker. Yes, I wasn't there. But I watched the video and had to write the comment. Okay? Yes, the comment was long. It wasn't me writing a book. It was me giving my thoughts on it. So if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Then another one said that I didn't need to pour my heart and soul in that video. It's just a video, and they gave me a crying happy face. Then another one said that so-and-so, that doesn't make any sense. No! Fuck you. Anyway, that same person who said that didn't make any sense, no, had the nerve to leave a comment telling that I misspelled a word on a video that I uploaded on my channel talking about all of this. Said that you misspelled the word worse. And I commented back and said that, okay, I was asking you what I said that didn't make any sense. And just tell me what I said. I mean, what did I say that didn't make any sense? Come on, what did I say? Then some random person left a comment and said this, get off, bro. And I responded with another comment saying this, fuck you. And that's about it. So, I'm going to say that people in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills suck. And y'all can go fuck themselves. And it's like if you want to talk to them, it's like you're on an audition on a show, like, you know, to get a part in a show. It's like, oh, if you talk, it's not good enough. Get away from us. Fuck you. Okay. The last one on the list. And I hate this. And this is a place that I live in, and I hate this place with a passion. The state of Texas. Yeah. What can I say about Texas, or the cheap star state? I mean, bunch of weirdos, straight up assholes, people who don't give a shit about you. You will feel like nothing here. A place that has the the highest uninsured rate of people who don't have health insurance. Tax-free weekend is a joke. I mean, pay no taxes by buying stuff at stores, with a low minimum wage, and everything's so expensive. So tax-free weekend is a joke. I feel that a $20 minimum wage hike of $20.20 of $20.20, excuse me, a minimum wage of $20.20 will be a very good minimum wage hike for the state of Texas. I mean, if that was implemented by those lame ass politicians in Austin at the Texas state capitol, tax-free weekend will mean something. And after tax-free weekend, people will have a lot of money left over. But the Republicans, the cowboy Republicans with the cowboy hats on their heads, I mean, the heartless asshole cowboys won't go for it, saying that it's bad for Texas, Yeah. If a $20.20 minimum wage hike was implemented by the controlled Texas House that's controlled by the Democrats and a Democratic governor, I mean, kick that piece of elephant shit in a wheelchair, Greg Abbott, out, and bring in either Wendy Davis or Beto O'Rourke. I mean, all the cowboy hat wearing Republicans will have a heart attack. I mean, they'll be like this. $20.20. I can't stand it. I'm going to have a heart attack. Emergency! 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 Got my cowboy hat on my head. Oh my God! All the poor black people and all the poor white people have a lot of money, and all the rich, beautiful Texans don't have anything. Oh my God! I'm going to have cowboy cat corral commotions because I'm going to have a heart attack. Yeah, those rednecks will be going fucking crazy. They'll be going crazy, man. Really, really crazy. And if you bring in universal health care to solve the highest uninsured rate, I mean, they will all drop dead like flies, and they will pass out. They probably will pass out and die. Yeah. Yeah. This OK Corral, Wild Wild West, overrated piece of shit state sucks. I can't stand it here. My dad's from Texas. He makes me sick to my stomach, And I got family who lives in this state. Yeah, I went to school with this girl who I was talking to on Facebook, which is a woman now. The woman who's a Cherokee Indian, and she has 3 kids, has a husband. She's married to this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Didn't ask her who he was, what his name is. She left here after graduation, moved out to West Texas, and after that she met him and, married him, did the funky monkey with him to have those 3 children, And yeah, she was telling me that she was preaching to her children about being nice and being kind to people, not treating them like dirt and bullying them around. So yeah, there's some well, even though I dislike the state of Texas, I ain't saying that all people in Texas suck. There's some good people here. There's some cool people here, and there's some not cool people here. The not so cool people here, which is the troopers of the Texas Highway Patrol, and authority figure politicians, conservative and weak ass pussified Democrats. I can't stand those people. I think the pussified Texas Democrats need to get some balls and stand up to those conservative 10-gallon hat wearing Republican assholes all over Texas, and put them on blast. And maybe Texas will become a blue state and will go from a red state to a blue state. Anyway, scratch that. I don't care about red states and blue states. I'm gonna say this. Texas will be a better state. And it will. But it's just this state's a sinking ship, just like the U.S. It's part of the U.S. America's a sinking ship. And I'll tell you why America's a sinking ship before I end this video. Let's see. A broken tax system that favors the wealthy, little to no job opportunities, a high crime rate, crumbling infrastructure. People in Flint, Michigan have lead in their water, and in some southern states have feces in the water. A sky-high homeless population. High crime. Did I say high crime? Yeah. High crime rate. Too many mass shootings because the screwed up society is driving normal people who are alone and sad and want someone to talk to go on just lose it and go on mass shootings. Shoot, kill people, turn a gun and shoot and kill themselves, or get shot and killed by police. And also, you got people who said that voting is a waste of time. I'm not going to vote for no president. They're not going to do nothing for me. Bernie Sanders ain't going to do shit for me. Hillary Clinton's not going to do shit for me. Barack Obama's not going to do shit for me. Donald Trump is not going to do shit for me. I don't vote for nobody. Democrats and Republicans are the same. I'm friends with that person who said all that to me. Also, in the past, I was friends with someone. They said the same thing. These people, all that together is the reason why America is a sinking ship. And how the hell I'm going to move to another state or move overseas if there's no job opportunities available for me. And going online and filling out application for places is just so complicated, and people can't tell you straight about how to get to an application on their site. It's complicated, and it is. It happens to everybody, not just me. So yeah, those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I hate. That I hate on that list. And you know what? I'm gonna say this before I end this video. To all the people who are cool with me, who say positive things to me, and want to be friends with me and want to help me out and give me good advice, on Facebook and Twitter, on Facebook and on YouTube, you're okay. You're okay. You guys are all right in my book. But to all the people who tear me down, who treat me like shit and make me look like a fool and put me down, I'm going to give you the double middle finger salute. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right. I'm out.